Have you ever been trapped in a debate where the other person is just yelling and you're both getting absolutely nowhere? Imagine a rational argument as a structure you engineer to safely carry someone from a starting set of facts to a specific destination. Every strong structure starts with support pillars, the concrete evidence or premises used to build your case. Once those pillars are firmly set, you place the roof on top. This is the conclusion, the final claim held up entirely by the evidence beneath it. This process allows you to build a structure designed to bear the weight of truth. Just like real architects follow codes so houses don't collapse, people building arguments follow a code for the shape of their logic. We call this structural shape validity. This graphic shows how pieces of an argument lock together. If the first group matches the second and the second matches the third, then those pieces absolutely force the final outcome. There is nowhere else for the logic to go. This image shows how we define validity. If the premises point directly and logically to the conclusion, the argument has good form. But remember, validity only judges the shape of the structure. It makes sure the pieces connect securely, regardless of what those pieces are actually made of. This graphic highlights a major twist. An argument can have a perfectly valid structure that still be entirely false. For example, imagine I say, all flowers are animals. All animals can jump. Therefore, all flowers can jump. This diagram shows why that statement is technically valid. Because the flower circle is inside the animal circle, the path to the jumping circle is perfectly clear. The shape works, even though the facts are absurd. To build a structure that actually holds up in the real world, you have to use materials made of factual truth. This graphic shows how we reach soundness. You need that valid logical shape plus factually true materials. An argument only survives reality when it combines an unbreakable logical framework with components that are actually true. When people lack the facts to build a sound argument, they often try to bypass the building code with cheap tricks. We call these logical fallacies. Let's look at one of the most common ways to cheat the system, the straw man. This works by ignoring an opponent's point and building a flimsy, exaggerated fake version of it, a literal straw man, just so it's easy to knock over. This comic strip shows the trick in action. A simple desire to cut the military budget is twisted into an accusation of wanting to leave the entire country defenseless. And another common trick is called the red herring. This is a distraction technique. It's like throwing something loud and irrelevant into the room, so no one notices the cracks in your argument's foundation. This graphic shows it perfectly. When asked about environmental concerns, the person deflects by suddenly bringing up unemployment, an entirely different issue. And then there is the false dilemma. This map image captures the trap. It pretends there are only two extreme options available, like love it or leave it, hiding the fact that many other choices exist. These tricks rely on emotion and confusion to hide that the actual structural pillars are missing. The next time someone presents you with an argument, look past the roof, inspect the foundation, check the shape for validity, and hunt for fallacies before you decide to trust the structure.